Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to mighty Akim and Akwat out there who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. And, this brother Karakop coming at you with another lesson. And today, I want to go into a couple of these Instagram posts that I had found. That they were very interesting, so I would like to share. Firstly, let's watch this quick video, or I don't know how long it is, but whatever, let's watch it.
We agree to it when we set up our phones, so we wanted to figure out what exactly Google is learning about us throughout the day. So here's what we're going to do. We have two identical phones. The only difference between these two phones is this one is in airplane mode. Both of the phones lack a SIM card, and they haven't been set up to access any Wi-Fi networks. So for all intents and purposes, these phones have no connection to a data network. We're going to keep them with us throughout the day. And while I travel around D.C., we're going to figure out just what Google is finding out about me. Our first stop, Sim's convenience store, just outside our Fox Bureau, for a quick coffee. From there, we took a walk to the Capitol and took a quick walk around the Senate office buildings, and then decided to hop in a car and head around town. Hello. We're going to the Children's Hospital, please. To run our test, we had to do more than walk the block, so we took a tour around our nation's capital. First, due north to the Children's National Medical Center Hospital, then west to St. Albans School and the National Cathedral. Our tour around town was a 14-mile journey that lasted more than an hour. The entire time, the phones had no access to the internet. Oh my goodness. Not a Wi-Fi connection and not any cellular data service. It almost seemed quaint to assume that Google wouldn't even be able to collect data on me. Let's head back to the Bureau, my friend. Oh, that church is beautiful. Google's business model is simple. Collect data on its users and then use that data to sell targeted ads. It's a business model called surveillance capitalism. But does that critical data collection work even when your phones aren't connected? So we're back here at our Fox Bureau in D.C., and we've got both of our phones exactly how we left with them. The only difference, really, I snapped a couple of bad selfies at the National Cathedral. But otherwise, they have stayed in my pocket for the entire day. So let's find out what they know. This is our man-in-the-middle device. It's basically a Wi-Fi network that these phones are going to connect to once we turn their Wi-Fi on. It's going to pass data through it on the way to Google. But on the way, we're actually going to get a copy of the same data that Google's going to get. We'll be able to decrypt it and then find out where we've been throughout the day. Within minutes, the numbers rolled in. The phone that wasn't on airplane mode registered more than 100 locations, 130 activities, and even 152 barometric readings.
Okay, Slakia, right quick, I just want to say, this is very funny because one of the things that most people today cannot live without is their phones. So something that they went to something that they know people cannot live without. All right, let's continue.
As soon as it hooked up to our Wi-Fi, it transmitted 300 kilobytes of data straight to Google. The phone even logged our exact locations, tracking us all around town, the Capitol, the hospital, the school, and the cathedral. Now you may notice what's missing here is the exact route that we took. It got that data too. It knows when I got out of the car. The metadata has a time log down to the very second, tracking everything when they think that you're walking, riding, and yes, even getting out of the car. Okay, so you're thinking, this isn't a big deal. I'll just put my phone in airplane mode. Yeah, we thought of that too. This is the other phone that we had with us that no SIM card also remained in airplane mode the entire time. Let's see what kind of data it captured. The phone with airplane mode activated actually logged more locations and activities than the other phone, and it also transferred hundreds of kilobytes of data to Google as soon as it was activated. The only thing that's missing from this map is our stop at the Children's Hospital, but it still knows we were there. There it is. Exiting vehicle, 100% accuracy. Through complicated user agreements and free software, Google gets users to sign away their privacy for nothing. They're even following you in the places that most people would expect total privacy. Government buildings, a children's hospital, a private school, a church. Every move you make, every step you take, Google is watching you.
Yo, that is... And honestly, when I first saw this, I was definitely surprised. This is actually crazy. If you put your phone on airplane mode in order to definitely, you know, keep 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 your privacy in check or whatever, they said they took it a step further, and they're getting even more information on you. So they are literally tracking you. Google's tracking you, right, with just so they can give you targeted ads. How much more when the MOTB comes? All right. So if a phone, you can, worst case scenario, you can just throw away your phone. Okay. But obviously, most people won't do it because they need it. But yeah, you could just throw away your phone if you want to. But if you get the MOTB in your hand, all right, forehead, whatever, that is it. You're done. They have a leash on your ass 24/7. You will never have any privacy. They will know what you're doing, whatever you're doing, whenever you're doing it. They will be able to track you always, the whole time. And this is only on a phone. How much more on the MOTB? All right, this is honestly crazy, and it definitely surprised me when I first saw this. All right, like it was something else. It was something else to see that. All right, but let me get this. Just to have it there. Okay, I don't know. I don't think I can read it, but Revelation 13:16, as you can see, you can read what it says. All right, but you know that this is the reality of it. Okay, and you know one of the things that we need to actually acknowledge, is the fact that, you know, prior to the C9, you know, or Slakia, prior to the C9V, they were saying they wanted to basically do a similar thing, okay, because they were saying that, okay, it is science, it's science over feelings. We need to do the C9V just because it's good for us, okay? The scientists said that it's good for us, so we should just believe the scientists and follow through with it, okay? But then they don't care to look at the, I guess, fine print of it, or they don't care to, you know, actually do their own research or what is it that you are getting out, Slakia? What are they getting out of doing it? Okay, and what's the trade-off for if we agree with this? And if we agree to this, is there any I don't want to say the SE, are there any adverse Yu-Gi-Oh card effects, I guess, for just to pick a word, just to use a word, okay, just to use a term. Are there any Yu-Gi-Oh card effects that comes with this? Okay, but they just want you to say, okay, no, you don't need to worry about that. We will decide that this is a better decision to do than, you know, you worrying about the Yu-Gi-Oh card effects. Okay, but again, this is them creating a problem in order for you to come to them for the solution. Okay, because they're leading the sheep. Okay, we are, it's like not we, but Israel, or Jake's more specifically, they are sheep that need to be led, but they're being led by the wrong shepherd. Okay, or they're being led by the wolf. Okay, the serpent. All right, which is E. And because of that, they're being led to the sheep are being led to their slaughter. All right, and it's a unfortunate thing that, you know, it's an unfortunate thing, but at the end of the day, it's judgment. Okay, because if the Lord is not dealing with you, then he's gonna let you be susceptible to these delusions. Okay, and speaking of delusions, let me get that. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 11, and for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Okay, so it is a lie that they are, that they are believing that the C9V is for the betterment of everyone. The MOTB is for the betterment of everyone, because they're saying that all this stuff is anti Doritos. They're also saying it's anti J. All right, this is all what ties in. Let me see. What was this? I don't think I can show. Let's see.
Religion, a spirituality to serve God, thousands of years old. Zionism is only around 100 years old. It is the transformation from religion to nationalism, to materialism, created by non-religious Jews who hated the religion, and they really didn't want Judaism. They didn't even want to make their state in Palestine, only in Uganda at the first meetings. The reason they used the names Israel, the Star of David, hijacking, stealing the identity of Judaism and the Jewish people, is in order to get a legitimacy for their existence, that people should say, oh, it's God given to them, and that they should put fear and intimidate people from speaking up against their actions because they'll call them anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
It couldn't be anything further from the truth. As I say, the best friends of the Jewish people is...
I don't know if I can have this playing, Slakia, but I recommend going to check. This is the Instagram post. If I remember, I will put it in the description below. But that's basically he has a lot of different things. Some of the things are not not everything is up to par, but or are right. But at the end of the day, I think sometimes he puts some good information out there. But but that's basically it. I don't need to go make this video long or go into anything more. It's just the fact that as they are monitoring our phones, okay, so are you really going to allow them to monitor not only your location, as the phone could monitor your location, but also your vitals, your heart rate, your health, and all this stuff like that? If not, manipulate your entire your body, the insides of your body. All right, they're always talking about this whole my body, my choice thing, but in actuality, that's not what it's really coming to. Okay, they're changing their mind on that. Okay, that was with one of the whole that's with the whole abortion law that got abolished. Abortion getting abolished law. The whole if you don't take the C9V, you're getting fired. And now very soon, the last thing I guess to say would be, if you don't take this MOTB, you can't. Not only are you going to get fired, but you can't buy or sell. Okay, so things are going to get that bad. And let me get this another thing I want to. Another thing I want to show. Alright, here, this is what I want to show. I highly recommend.
The following story is based on true events.
I highly recommend watching this video. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in it to this in this description below, both this and this brother's thing as well as this. All right, definitely watch this because looking at how things are going about today with all the news I've heard, like we're gradually coming to the point of this actually going down, this taking place. Okay, I actually got this. I found this video from this brother who he re-uploaded.
The following story.
Yeah, as well. Definitely go watch this brother. I watch this brother very oftenly. Definitely go watch this brother. He always posts some very good edifying lessons as well. But yeah, that's the main thing. With that, I want to give all honor, glory. I'm gonna slack you. With that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem, RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And with that, I want to say Shalom.